again. What's going on, everybody? Facebook, MySpace, World Star Hip Hop, Yahoo, Sedge Rose, The Cold Bitchy, Media Takeout, you name it. My name is STEFFON. This is CASA now. Right now, we're going to kind of walk you through an event that's going on right now in life, and as far as what she's dealing with, I want you to know who she is and definitely take her testimony to heart and know that definitely is hope after every trial and every storm. It does get better. You all gotta excuse the black cat.
This is Sheba right here. Sheba the cat.
Sheba, nosy Sheba. But all right, okay, here we go. So, Casa, can you tell me where you were born?
I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing?
Well, my upbringing, I was raised by my mother and father, and we was raised in Detroit. I had a little upbringing in Oklahoma City with my father's mother, Helen Chapman, and went to school there for a short period of time. And my grandmother is a Cherokee Indian, and we have traits of Cherokee in us.
Beautiful. Now, also, you were blessed as a child to have an opportunity that almost came into play. Can you tell everybody about that?
Sure. At the time when I was a baby coming up, I had the opportunity of becoming a Gerber baby there. It's the food product that's out on the market now. There was looking for babies to show on the Gerber baby jars and what have you. And I had that opportunity at that particular time, but my grandmother was solely against it, so my mother wouldn't let the company interview me or take pictures of me to be on the Gerber baby jar.
The Gerber baby, just so you all know out there, the Gerber is a national company that has been around for years.
Yes.
It's basically a company for baby products, and any Gerber, I'm pretty sure if you've seen a Gerber product, you'll see a picture of a baby. Mm-hmm. You'll see Gerber, and it'll be, that's basically that. But definitely, we want to get more in depth. Cass, can you tell them about what's going on in your life right now? Basically, you just had an incident that kind of changed your life. Can you give them a feel of what's going on?
Okay, there's an incident that happened shortly here a while back where I was diagnosed with colon cancer, and I was supposed to have gotten an operation for that, but at the time when I went in to have the operation done, then the doctor came back to tell me that the cancer had spread and it had went to my liver. So I'm basically at a stage 4 of cancer, and I'm being treated at the cancer center right now with chemotherapy.
Okay, basically, you're going through cancer and you're stage 4. Mm-hmm. So what's keeping you afloat? And I can definitely relate because I lost auntie to breast cancer stage 4. Mm-hmm. So definitely, tell me what was the process of how did you feel when you found out you had colon cancer? What ran through your mind? What were you feeling? What were you thinking?
Well, it was a total shock to me when I found out that I had colon cancer, because me and my husband we go have our colon checked every so many years, every 4 or 5 years for colon treatment there. And so when I was diagnosed with it, it kind of shocked me a little bit, but I kind of got back on my feet because I know who's holding me up and who's keeping me together, and that is Jesus.
So what are some of the hardships of dealing and functioning with cancer?
Well, dealing and functioning with cancer, there's there's a day-by-day process where I may have bouts of aches and pains, or I may go through where I have a little bleeding from my nose, a little bit, or what have you. And the devil, of course, plant things into my head and into my mind, but I have to push that aside, because I know that God is all power and God is more powerful than the devil. So I keep that at heart, because I am a child of God and God is keeping me.
So definitely, what is some advice that you would give to patients around the world that are going through your situation or worse? What is some encouragement that you would tell them?
Well, I would tell them to, if they don't know Jesus, then I would have to try to inspire them and keep them uplifted, to let them know that there is a greater source that can keep them functioning from day to day.
Speaking of Jesus, God recently just showed you an event that is really why we're recording, because I definitely want people to see this and experience it like I have, to definitely give encouragement, to let them know to what to do now. It's definitely, you will be judged later on in life. So walk us through that situation where God just, how long ago? This recently just happened?
Yes, this was maybe a week or two ago. But before I get into that session there, I would like to also say that God showed me this cancer treatment place there before I was diagnosed with the cancer. So He led me to this building that had chairs sitting around, where there were people in it, and I literally saw the building in my vision, and I asked God, what is it that He was trying to show me, and what was He trying to let me know. So I saw these people, and I had to tell my husband about it when I first went to go get my first set of chemo treatment, and I explained to my husband that God has showed me this building and God has showed me these people. So then my husband began letting me know, telling me that I should, pray for these people, and God is giving me that area there, or that space there to pray for those folks, because a lot of those folks, they are very sad. A lot of those folks maybe don't even know Jesus, but as I go in to have my treatment from week to week or every other week.
How is chemo treatment?
The chemo treatment is kind of rough going. It's a battle, because when you're on the chemo, it's very powerful, and it will pull you down somewhat, and it makes me where I don't want to eat, and I will lay in the bed sometimes and just watch TV or what have you. And as I be coming down off of the chemo, then I constantly feel my strength coming back to me as I come down off the chemo.
So definitely walk us into the event as God showed you the upcoming stages before you had cancer. As you explained, God showed you a vision of where you will be, and He showed you as far as what was coming your way, as far as, showed you an early vision of being in the hospital, as far as for the treatment and things of that nature before you found out you had cancer. Mm-hmm. So definitely.
That's where He showed me the building, and He showed me the chemo treatment place, which I didn't know what the building was all about or what it was, but I saw these people there, and at the particular time I didn't see any IVs or anything like that in their arms, but I just seen chairs lined up along the side on each side of the walls, across from one another, and I saw these people, and they looked very sad, and God revealed that to me, and He showed it to me. And at the particular time, I didn't know that I was going to have cancer, but I had to go back to the doctor, and the doctor had me come in, and that's when he let me know that I had the cancer growing in my body, and it was supposed to be in the colon part, but then they said that it was like a small area in the colon, no larger than the tip of a pen of a pencil, and then they said that I could have the surgery. So then when they set me up for the surgery, and as I said, when I went to go in to have the surgery, then that's when the doctor came back to tell me that he was going to have to cancel out the surgery because the pre-test showed that my cancer had spread to my liver, and that I had went from a stage 1 to a stage 4 of cancer.
So definitely, not all has been hardships, has been pain. Give us the account that God has showed you from this experience, the vision He shown you of the beautiful things that come to those that continue to be good stewardships of faith and hope and courage and of love and of God. Walk us through the vision.
Okay, through this vision, at this particular time, it was about a week or so ago, where I was in the vision where God showed me that I was up in heaven, and I seen, literally He showed me several doors that was side by side and across from one another, and there was many people there up there in heaven, and as they was there trying to open up these doors, everyone could not get in every one of those doors, but per se certain ones that touched certain doors that had their DNA pattern on there could open up those doors, and they entered into those doors. There was one particular door that no one could enter in, where God was standing, and he was dressing these people in their garments of white. And as He was dressing these people in their garments of white, everyone was not dressed exactly the same way. Everyone was dressed the way God dressed them, with the different folds in their garments, and how beautiful it was, how He did it, because no one else could construct or fix up the way God had built and designed the robes for the particular people that have done works for them down here on heaven.
Okay, can you walk me through the scenario of the man who came to the door and tried to get in, or he was waiting for his robe?
Okay. There was one particular guy that came to the door where God was dressing the people up in their garments of white, and God literally let him come into that door. So as he entered into the door, there was an angel that was standing there with his wings that was spread so wide and wonderful and beautiful that no one can compare